we're going to do this again because last time I made this video, I forgot about Saturday night's main event. So let's predict every match that will take place at Survivor Series War Games. Before we do, though, make sure to hit that button to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We're trying to post every day here, so come, be a part of it. Don't you want to say you were here first? Now, let's talk wrestling. All right, we're going to leave the War Games matches till the end, mostly because I'm not sure I like what I've come up with yet. But I think the match that makes the most sense here, the match that is the most obvious, considering we have two guys from San Diego and this event takes place in San Diego, and especially considering that we had that face to face on Monday Night Raw, I think it's going to be Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio, father versus son, for the fourth time now for that Intercontinental Championship. Maybe it's even for the Mega Campeonato, considering Rey has never won that title. This match is going to be great. These guys never put on a bad match. It'll probably be like no disqualification matches so they can wrestle all around the stadium because these guys deserve to do that. Ultimately, I think Dominic needs to win this. I think Dominic is going to win this, putting their feud at 2 wins each. Ultimately, having that like rubber match, that grudge match, be a probably a Mascara versus Caballera match, hair versus mask match, like they tend to do in AAA and Mexican wrestling. And I think that that's going to result in Rey Mysterio's retirement. But I think this match is a match to set that up. I don't think this is going to be a retirement match. I think Rey Mysterio will lose, again tying up the record 2-2, and ultimately being like, hey, let's figure out who the best Mysterio is, and then eventually Dominic will win that as well. But anyway, my first match for this card, and again, it's gonna be amazing. Like, no complaints from me here. I can see this match 100 times. It'll be Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. My next match is something people aren't going to like very much. I'm not sure that I like it very much. I really wanted to give you guys 5 matches on this card. It'll probably be 4 matches. If I had to remove one match from this card, it would be this next match, which is the rematch between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I'm not saying that this needs to be removed because they put on a bad match or because I don't like either of them or whatever. I think that if we needed to remove this match, it would be because we don't need to see it again. Jade Cargill had a very decisive win against Tiffany Stratton and kind of squashed her, and we don't need, like, Tiffany has nothing to stand on to be like, oh, I deserve a rematch. You don't. You got your ass kicked, girl. Get back of the line. So, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I would give Jade Cargill the win here. Another rematch that we're going to get from Saturday night's main event is Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. I feel like these guys have one more match left in them. I think Drew needs to win. Drew absolutely needs to win. Listen, who doesn't like Cody Rhodes, right? I'm a big Cody Rhodes guy. We all like to love Cody Rhodes. But Drew McIntyre, his whole heel run has been about how he's been screwed, and everyone's against him. There's basically this conspiracy against Drew McIntyre, and everyone's against it, and people just don't see that. So if he doesn't win, he's just another crazy, dumb heel, just like the rest of them that have nothing to stand on. I think maybe we'll get some interference either from Randy, maybe Jacob Fatu. It all depends on where they want to take that story with Jacob Fatu and if Jacob Fatu is ready to return, right? But if they want to tell the story of Cody Rhodes turning heel, then it'll be Jacob Fatu interfering, costing Cody Rhodes the championship. If they want the story to be that Randy Orton took out Jacob Fatu in order to get himself a title match eventually, I think he'll interfere, causing a disqualification, and eventually we'll get a triple threat match. A lot of options to go here, but I think ultimately we are going to get a rematch between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. All right, now the fun part is these war game matches. I don't know. I mean, we have like little bits and pieces of like some war games matches. Let's start off with the women's war game match. I think we've established that this is going down the route of two tag teams on the heel side, which is Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Right, those are the two heel tag teams on WWE Monday Night Raw. And I think that the fifth person in this group will be Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Who are they going to face? Again, two women's tag teams. So I think Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have a spot on the faces side. Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley have feuded with both of these tag teams. So I think that they also have a spot on the women's the women's team in the War Games match. I think that the fifth person, I know everyone wants me to say AJ Lee. I don't think it'll be AJ Lee, unfortunately for you, but I think she's gonna surprise a lot of you. It's going to be Maxine Dupree. I think Maxine Dupree has been having this weird feud with Becky Lynch, and I think they take it to a War Games match. And I think WWE has been pushing Maxine to be like this wrestler that you don't expect things out of, and I think she's going to surprise a lot of people. I think she has improved tenfold in the ring, and I'm excited to see what she can do in a War Games match. So my match for the women's War Games is going to be Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, and Maxine Dupree. I don't know. Don't kill me in the comments. This is the predictions video. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe. You don't know. You don't know. Do I want it to be AJ Lee? Yeah, of course. We all do. But you don't know. Stop it. You don't know. Moving on to the men's War Game match. I think we got a little bit of a preview as to where they were going. This whole thing with Logan Paul and the Vision. I don't think it's something that is going long term. I think Logan joining the Vision is temporary just for the War Games match, right? We've seen it time and time again where someone joins a bad guy group just to round it out to five aside, right? I think on the heel side, we're going to get Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul, right? We've kind of established that. I think we're going to get... The fourth guy is kind of a toss-up because it can be anyone, right? I'm thinking Obafemi just because I want it to be Obafemi, and I kind of want Obafemi to actually join Division. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I like it. And then I think that fifth person rounding out the heel team is going to be Brock Lesnar. I think he's a Paul Heyman guy. We've kind of gotten this whole like story. Where was it? In Australia, I think it was. No, it wasn't in Australia. I don't know. Whenever he had that match with John Cena, we got like that preview that he kind of owes Paul Heyman a favor. So I think that Paul Heyman kind of catches in his favor. We also saw him in like the vignettes for WrestleMania, so we know he's here for a while. So I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar as the fifth guy on that team. On the faces, again, we know it's CM Punk. We know it's Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso is definitely going to come to the aid of his brother, so he's joining that team. All right. I think LA Knight is also going to be a part of this team because he's kind of part of that whole like vision vortex that he can't seem to get out of. And then the fifth guy, considering that Brock Lesnar is on the heel side, and we know he will be at Survivor Series War Games, is going to be John Cena. Again, don't kill me in the comments. I think this is a pretty set match. I think this is, like, we can all kind of agree on this. I think the only person that is kind of a wild card is, I said Obafemi. But that person can kind of be a wild card, right? Let's see where it goes. I don't know. Maybe this is just wishful thinking. I think this is in the right track, if nothing else. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know why I'm wrong. Let me know what matches you want to see at Survivor Series War Games, right? Let me know which one of these doesn't make sense. Honestly, I feel like they were going a certain direction and they had to pivot because of Seth Rollins being injured. So a lot of these have changed. Maybe it's Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in the women's War Game match. Maybe it's AJ Lee. I don't know. I'm pretty set on the heel side. That faces side of the women's War Game match is a tough one. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any matches that you think might make it into this card. I also had the MFTs against the Wyatt Six, but I don't think the MFTs are ready for a PLE, right? I also don't think that we want to take the titles off of the Wyatt Six yet, and we also can't have the MFTs lose. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like, make sure to follow, make sure to do all the things. Interact with this video. Love me because I love you. Anyway, as always, go touch grass, you nerds. Peace.